and they play host to the Ole Miss Rebels this week. The Vanderbilt Commodores have not cracked the top 25 since January 7th of 2014.
I mean,
those are your longest streaks in college football, by the way, right now.
I mean, I can't remember the last time Illinois was any good. I mean, that's almost like what I was thinking yesterday when I saw the final score this past weekend, that Wisconsin's former coach come in and flattened their current one, and they were just like, well, that's it. We can't take this. We've got to get rid of Christ, who actually had a really good record, and I thought had a good run at Wisconsin. It just seemed like it was going the opposite way. But you and I discussed this off the air. The problem with Wisconsin is it's the polar opposite of Texas. Or at Texas A&M, they don't spend money.
Right, but is it a bad trend, though, going on in college football? I mean, you look at Paul Chris, his record was not bad at Wisconsin.
Oh, I agree.
It was not bad. Is that a bad trend for what we're going to in college football? Is it setting it up? I mean,
I think so in some ways. It's some schools are making tactical errors and forgetting who they are. It's
right.
It's almost like what Josh Pate said yesterday. You know, he when he was making calls about the Wisconsin job, as he said, it's just, it's a slippery slope. You know, are you going to pay? Are you going to set up a recruiting staff? Are you going to give the coach the off-field resources? It's kind of like what happened with Billy Napier when he turned down all those jobs because he had doubts that the administrations would do what he wanted until he took the Florida job. Because on a smaller scale, at least Louisiana did that for him in the Sun Belt.
If you are Wisconsin or if you are schools, I mean, what's your end goal? I mean, are you literally trying to upgrade your coach to get to the playoffs? Do you feel like you are that close to getting to the playoffs that getting a new coach is going to get you there? And coaches don't grow on trees. You don't go out and get a national championship
I'm going to be fascinated
coach.
Because of Barry Alvarez, because he's been the wizard behind the curtain there. You know, you've seen it a couple of times when Brett Bielema left, when they've had to make hires and where they've dismissed somebody. He's taken over as interim coach in bowl games and still led the program. So he's still got a heavy hand in it.
Yeah.
And their style of football was a lot of what he brought with them when he'd been DC at Notre Dame and became the head coach. I'm going to be fascinated to see, are they willing to totally modernize? Because the style. They've been like Iowa. They've played the same style for years.
Well, Iowa still plays the same style. They're not going to get rid of it. I mean, Jesus. Look, and Wolverine Dan was at the game, and I hope, by the way, he had a good time.
By the way, we do hope that.
I hope he did. But when Iowa fell down 7-0, I was like, I'm changing the channel. It's over. We've lost. There's no way we're going to score 8 points to beat them. Not 7 to tie, 8 to win. We had to score 8 to win. There's no way we're going to score 8 to win. So that one was over.
Wow.
Michigan scored on the first drive of the game and that was done. Anyway, that's going to do it for this edition of Talking Ball. That was a fun show, fast show. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning. Download the app today.
Football season is here, and as always, the best place to catch